We're in Tennessee and we found more than 50 Coyote swapped F100 trucks. Let's walk you through all the trucks we found, all the cool things about the Coyote swaps, and show you what's going on. Hey guys, Spencer here with Fat Fender Garage. We're at the Grand National F100 Show in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. We come here every year. It's the largest F100 show in the country. You have to come. Now, we're gonna talk about what I like to call Smith Motorsports Corner. Every single truck you can see behind me, these entire rows all the way to the back, are all Coyote swapped Ford F100s. Yes, you heard me right. There are over 50 Coyote swapped Ford F100s just in this little area. Even crazier, they're all built by the same guy in the same shop. Let me tell you about him. Coyote. You got Coyote. Tons of ways to dress him up. This guy painted his engine bay. That guy went with a black contrast engine bay. Lots of patinas, and that makes sense because these are drivers. The whole point of these is get them out on the road. So let me tell you a little bit about Smith Motorsports. Chris Smith, he's sitting back over there with his family. He's a great dude. He runs a shop called Smith Motorsports located in Cleveland, Tennessee. So right around here in the area of Pigeon Forge. And he, with his buddies, Coyote swapped a couple trucks, had a good time with them, said, man, I'm actually pretty good at these things. So it started with him and a buddy, then it was 2 buddies, then it was 5 buddies, then it was 10 buddies. Suddenly there's a gang of these Coyote swap trucks. Most all of them are these bumpsides, these 67, 72 F100s. So then he was like, maybe I could build these for people. Started building them, neighbors, friends. One thing led to another, led to another, led to another. He's over 100 Coyote swaps in. If I understand correctly, more than 120 in total. Insane, and he does great work. Like this one right here, you have a carbon fiber painted engine cover to go on, clean it up a little bit. He does awesome stuff. He also comes from an extensive background in paint and body, so he's actually really good at paint and body. He doesn't just do the Coyote swaps, he also paint trucks, but his specialty lies in the Coyotes. So this is actually his personal truck. This thing right here is a 69 F100 Ranger, and it's got a Whipple supercharged 5.0 Coyote. And it rips, man. I've heard just awesome things about this. He's putting vets in their places. You know, Ford putting Chevy where they belong. That's kind of how this thing should go. But full frame off, did all that. But the cool thing about what he does, and you'll notice a theme here, basically all of these are going to be 67 to 72 F100, short bed, 2-wheel drive. They're a little bit lowered. So you take a truck like this right here. So this is actually on the stock frame. This is on the stock twin I-beam suspension is what they put on these trucks back in the day. You might be thinking, that's a lot of power to put on a stock frame. Does that work? It actually does, but you have to know what you're doing, and you have to do research first. That's why you usually go to somebody like Chris Smith or Smith Motorsports that's done this kind of thing repeatedly, somebody like us, or if you want to tackle it yourself, totally can. You just need to know what you're walking into. So it's kind of cool. It looks like they put some battery terminals up there, which is pretty fun. But so for this stock frame, and you can see stock inner fenders, so you can fit the Coyote without significantly lowering or fabricating the truck, which is very helpful when it comes to a budget. So now what Chris has done here is he's used our motor mount kit. We have an FFG motor mount kit. This one's the 67 to 72 2-wheel drive motor mount kit that he buys. He'll get the motor mounts, the frame perches, the cross member, and then he'll also get some linkage components from us. So like a shift lever, a little steering linkage. Then for his customers that maybe want to throw our interior in there, he'll do that for them, that kind of thing. But that's usually what he gets from us. The goal here is help fulfill people's dreams. Give his customers a Coyote swap truck at an affordable price that makes sense for the everyday man. You've seen a lot of our stuff. It's obviously very, very nice. We're very proud of it, but it's not for everybody. To do a Coyote swap doesn't mean you have to do a $500,000 custom one-of-one airbag SEMA. It can be this, and these can be really, really clean. These can be awesome trucks. They're beautiful. He does great work, but he does them as best he can on a budget where he's still giving somebody back a product that it's a good, safe, reliable truck that they can have fun with, but they're not doing it for $500,000. So this one right here has got a Whipple supercharger on it, and it's got had a lot of fun. So he'll also put the drop beams on it. They make like drop beams to kind of lower the trucks a little bit on the stock frame. He'll do those. And if he needs to, he can do like a Crown Vic front, or he can do a 4-link rear if he wants to spice it up a little bit. But for the most part, he'll put them on drop beams. He'll do the Coyote, and then he'll use our motor mounts. So he's very collaborative, and he's really, really good with his customers. It really did start from word of mouth. It was he built one for a buddy, built one for a neighbor, built one for a friend. Then somebody called him, he built theirs, and now he's building these things full time. I think he's been doing it full time for about 5 years now. Again, over 100 Coyote swaps. If you just pan your camera here, every single thing we're looking at is a Coyote swap. If you came to a Ford truck show, or really any automotive show, even 5 years ago, you get maybe 1, maybe 2. So we talked to him, and I said, how many trucks did you bring out this year? And he goes, probably over 50. And I was like, I got to come find you. He goes, we're not going to be hard to miss. He was correct. all of these bump sides, all ones that he himself built or he helped empower the customer. Anyways, talked a lot. Smith Motorsports in Cleveland, Tennessee. You got to look him up. We love working with them. Hopefully he likes his parts. We've had some good conversations with him. Seems like he does. Yeah, every single one of these trucks has our motor mount kit on it, which is kind of crazy. We used to come out to this show like 4 years ago, and we'd see like a set of dome light or a pair of door handles. We'd see something and we're like, that's crazy. Like, that's our product on a truck at a show. So to see it blow out of proportion into this scale where, again, all of these are Chris's builds and all of them have our parts on them, which is so cool. It is crazy to see the impact, and even cooler to see every single one of these trucks. The customer could get right in, turn the key, drive it away. If they want AC to work, it's gonna work. If they want all the modern functions, these guys are leaving the show in comfort here. These are very reliable vehicles, and so it's cool because this is something that we've really tried to build that Coyote swap community for a long time, and I think Smith Motorsports has helped us take it to another level and just reach a broader audience. So it's fun to see that a Coyote swap doesn't need to mean that it's a $500,000 SEMA show truck. A Coyote swap just has to mean whatever you want it to mean. There are so many levels you can take these things, and there's so many proven platforms. So in the parts that Chris gets from us, it totals to about $800. And then he'll help get headers from somewhere. He'll do a couple other things, but the point is there's a budget-oriented way to go about this. It's not what we personally build in our shop. We do a little bit more of the higher end stuff, but it's why we work with people like Smith Motorsports, where we can say, hey, there are good options out there for you to still have a very nice, reliable, clean Coyote swap for yourself. So anyways, I've talked a lot. I hope you've learned something. I hope you get to look him up and see what he's doing. Coyote swap the world, baby. This is what this is all about. So follow the channel. If you have any questions, like, subscribe, make sure you reach out to us, and we're grateful that you joined us. Thanks.